What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be unboxing Legends of Lucha Libre Premium Series 3 Tinieblas Jr. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I am super excited about today. We are doing another Boss Fight Studio Legends of Lucha Libre Premium Series 3 unboxing, and today we are unboxing the Tinieblas Jr. Very excited about this one for multiple reasons, which we will get into, but it is brought to you by the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com or simply go to heelbooks.com. If you haven't followed the other videos, we were talking about how all of these figures are present in the book. It's the modern edition, 2010 to present day. Even features the Legends of Lucha Libre Ultimo Dragon right there on the front cover. And one thing I forgot to touch on in the previous unboxings of Taya Valkyrie, which is incredible, and Laredo Kid, which is also incredible, but as I've said, this is, in my opinion, the best wrestling figure cape ever. It's incredible, it's prismatic, it's beautiful, it's very soft, it's flowing, it's stretchy, very, very nicely done. Check out those unboxings if you haven't already. But a lot of questions about, are these shipping? No, they are not shipping. These are early samples for quality control issues, so we can see if there's anything going on with them. But good news for you, once they're cleared, they're going to be on the ship, and they will be starting to deliver to you, hopefully beginning of December, maybe even sooner, depending on how things go. So for those of you that pre-ordered, they will be coming very, very soon. But this is all about quality. This is making sure that this is everything for their push through to the final step. And also, if you're interested in getting these, you can get them at bossfightshop.com right now, as well as the MLW premiums that are in stock and shipping. That's the Jacob Fatu and the MLW Fusions, which are like their quote-unquote basic style, very much in line with the Fanatico Series 1. Also in stock and shipping now. Get them. You don't want to miss them. Now, today we are taking a look at Tinieblas Jr., Mr. Darkness himself. Very cool. You know, his father was an iconic figure in Lucha Libre, and now adopting that mask very similar to it is Tinieblas Jr. And it says height 6'4", very tall, very tall. 238 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico. Debuted in 1990, and the finishing move is the Tinieblas and Powerbomb. I really don't know how to say that, sorry. But the thing that's exciting about this is it has the Legends of Lucha Libre Championship in there, which I am so excited to take a look at. My buddy JB Toys on Instagram actually designed and created this belt for Mass Republic, for the Legends of Lucha Libre action figure line, which is awesome. And Tinieblas was, I believe, the initial recipient of that title. So very, very cool. We're going to take a look at everything as far as the hands, as far as the interchangeable heads, and everything like that. So we're going to get right into it. Again, beautiful spine right there. If you didn't see the other ones, I will show you again. These fit in perfectly with your elites if you like a mint on card and library style. Whoops. Right there, same exact size as an elite box. I'll put it side by side just in case you didn't see this. Boom. Every dimension of it is exactly the same. Height, depth, width, it's all there. So it's just a genius thing to do, to keep it in line with what everybody considers to be the standard. So we're gonna open this up. We're gonna take a look at Tinieblas really quickly. I'm excited about it. I actually only have one figure of his, and it is the Legends of Lucha Libre reaction figure. And to me, those are meant to be mint on card. They're really not supposed to be opened up and played with, because in my opinion, that's what this is, all my opinion, they don't look as good, the reactions, when they're loose as they do on the card, especially those Lucha ones, because they have some beautiful, beautiful card art. At first touch, impressed by the title. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to take out all of the hands so that we can really just dissect everything that we got going on here. He does come with bare knuckle fists, which is interesting since the rest of the figure does have the gloved hands, which is probably, to be honest with you, what we're going to stay with. So this one, so Tinieblas, unlike the other two, was strapped in to his little bubble there. I'm going to take this out, and we're going to look at him fully first. All right. So the gear looks great. First, we're going to start with this mask. You guys see the detail on this mask. All of the lacing is back there. Every single stitch, you can see the mesh on the front, but also it's sculpted. You can see a face. You can see a nose. You can see like the shape, how it indents for eyes. Very well done and designed. The engineering on this is incredible. He's got these like flame-esque outlines in red on the fronts and sides and top. All right, so he's got his gear very much like what he wears. Sculpt. I think this is a unique sculpt that all around that I haven't seen in this line yet. He has elbow pads, which is interesting because I don't think I have any other figure besides this one, because I didn't open it yet, that has the elbow pads. No tattoos, obviously, but he does have these like little wrist gauntlets is what I like to call them. Unique elbow pads. I'm not too crazy about the elbow pads. I have to see if that's exactly how he has them. Not really. Not really. So I'm not crazy about the elbow pads. That's probably the only takeaway so far of these three figures that I'm really not crazy about is the elbow pads. But other than that, I mean, to me, the articulation is perfect, especially for what I do with it. Again, I love the ankle articulation. Complete 360 articulation. The joints are very, very stiff at first, which I've said this before. I want the joints to be stiff. Let me loosen them. Let me, the consumer, loosen them. If I get a figure and it's loose from the beginning, that's a problem because it's all downhill from there. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So I'd rather a figure be stiff in the beginning than vice versa. All right. So a lot of the gold detailing on this, I didn't even realize that his gear was this detailed. The front has these almost like eye slots right there. The sides and then the back right there. Got the bolts in the front, as well as on the front crotch piece right there. It's very soft, very similar to the, like I said, the Storm Collectibles. This piece that covers where the legs connect, which I think is just an awesome, awesome touch because it allows you to move more. It allows you more articulation so that you can kind of like squeeze that, and there's like, you can see it like kind of gets wrinkles in there. I like that. A little bit more articulation. It's not constricted by hard plastic. Knee pads right there that have the gold outlines, and gold boots with the T with the eyes on them. The eye slots that are also on his chest of the figure. I will say, I noticed that the butterfly joints on the Tinieblas work much better than that of the Laredo Kid, but also I didn't move it around enough and really loosen up the butterfly slots as much. So I'm sure with a couple minutes of that I could do that. But the thing that impresses me the most is the mask. I think the mask is very, very well done, especially from the sides. There's a lot of shaping in it. And here's one thing that you'll notice. Look from the back. I'm hoping the camera can pick this up, which I have to look and see. You can see where ears would be right here. It's hard to see on camera, but from my angle, you can see that this is supposed to look like his ears. It's like a little bulge out of the back of the mask to represent his ears. I mean, that's some close attention to detail right there. And I'm almost positive this is the exact same mask. Of course. Makes sense. The exact same mask mold, just a different design. So we will take this one off, and we'll put this one on. I like the original mask that was on, but we're still going to take a look at this. This is a split silver and gold. So the silver side has gold detailing. The gold side has silver detailing. Nice touch, but I don't think this is going to be the one that stays on the actual figure for me. Yeah, it just doesn't look as good. Didn't even get it in there, so thought I did. A little more trouble getting the Tinieblas head on there. But To be honest with you, to me, it doesn't even look good on the figure, but it's added value. If you like it, do it. Here we go. This head went on much easier. It just goes better with the whole design, so we're going to stick with the original gold. Then, we also have some interchangeable hands, which I will show you. There is bare fists that I'm not a huge fan of, because I want them with the gloves on. But if you guys follow me on these unboxings, you know that I love the open hand gloves like that of the G-Mode, Mr. Rey Mysterio. I love the open hand gloves for some reason. I cannot explain it. So the fact that those are offered here, we're absolutely using them. But I want to show you something. The fingers on their hands are flexible and movable. Something that I wish that Mattel would do a little bit more of. Obviously, you can move it with some force, but these are very soft hands, but also firm enough to hold things. So I can just open that up, close it in on something. He's holding it. That's just something that I've enjoyed about these figures, period. So, all right, let's take out these. Slide the hands in. One thing, though, you know, just to piggyback off of that. Okay, so let me just show you this real quick, sorry. So you can take off the gauntlets as well, and underneath, he's got painted, sculpted wrist tape. So you could take these off, put the bare fists on, and then you have him bare knuckle. But, I mean, you got to keep the gauntlets on, in my opinion. I think they look great. I really do. So there's that. Boom. Yeah, that's the way for me. That's the way. I got to do it that way. I got to keep it with the gloves on. And then we have his entrance gear. You'll notice he's got right around the collar, the gold. Very Gucci-esque looking. The gold flames at the bottom. This is such a soft and fine rubber. It's very moldable and movable, which I like. It's not too stiff. When they're too stiff and they get crammed in the package, it's not good, because what happens is they'll get creases in it. They'll get bends in it that just stay there. This is very movable. And I mean, just like, look at it. Like, he looks awesome in the entire gear. And again, he's 6'4", he's tall, so he's going to tower over the rest. So Laredo Kid comes to about his nose. It's very hard for me to hold up to the camera this way, so I'm going to put them side by side, but comes up to about his nose there. So a lot of people were wondering about the scale of these things, if they're all like the same size, if they're this, if they're that. Tinieblas is tall. And we can put him next to Matt Hardy right there. I think Matt Hardy is 6'1" or 6'2", and he's still a little bit taller than Matt Hardy. So I think they look great. And now the star of the show, our boy JB Toys created this title, the Legends of Lucha Libre Championship for Legends of Lucha Libre. And this is like a rubberized strap and has like the plastic pieces punched in there. Even these little mini plates right there. So it's got the Masked Republic mask in the front, Legends of Lucha Libre, Campeon underneath, and then we got some other little designs on the mini plates on the side that have like other masks and stuff like that, which are very nice. And in the vein of the Mattel vac belts, you can plug it right in there, and look at that. It looks like a real championship title, and it goes in easy. These prongs right here go in so much easier than that of a Mattel belt, but the real test is like putting it on a figure. Very cool. Even has all the lettering for which plates go where. Beautifully done. It's not a vac belt. It's not shiny, but to be honest with you, sometimes I think the shiny ones don't photograph as well. That's my personal opinion. I understand wanting to be shiny because the real things are shiny, but I like this very like matte finish, this very bronzy, right? It's weathered almost. I don't know. I just like the way that this looks. Let's see. Just because I don't feel like taking his jacket off, I want to see how easy it is to put this on. Oh my God. It's so easy to put on. It's so easy to put on a figure, which is a huge plus to me. Sometimes with Mattel ones, if you get a bad mold, it's a pain to really get on the figure. So, man, I don't know how I would want to display this. I'm a big over-the-shoulder wrestling belt type guy, so I feel like that's the way that I would want this on Tinieblas, but I gotta figure out how to bend these elbows around these elbow pads that just aren't great. That's my biggest complaint so far is the elbow pads. They kind of don't even really look like elbow pads. See, they're just kind of straight. They're not formed. They're not shaped like an elbow pad. And I kind of wish they were, but that is like small potatoes as far as complaints go. This figure is very well done. So, another one in the books. I'm a big fan. I just want to say this, I also love how the heads, other than Ty's because she's got the long hair, but the heads, man, they sit so nicely. It's almost like a nice little display piece in front of the figure. So, beautifully done. There he is. Tinieblas Jr. So, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back tomorrow where we're going to unbox this Vampiro, the one I've been waiting for. Saving the best for last, in my opinion. So stoked for this one, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, we've already done Ty, we've already done Laredo Kid, and we just did Tinieblas Jr., and now we're going to be doing Vampiro. So, come back tomorrow. Make sure you pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com. Go to whatheel.com, join there, and pick these up. Pick these up on bossfightshop.com. You're not going to regret it, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Come back tomorrow for that Vampiro. It's going to be a good one. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.